WNBA Player of the Week. There have only been 40 triple-doubles in the history of the WNBA. Cheryl Swoops recorded the first WNBA triple-double during the 1999 season, while Caitlin Clark logged the most recent triple-double earlier this week. She now has 102 on the season and is 19 away from Diana Taurasi in second place and 26 away from UNESCO of the New York Liberty. She ain't beating Angel Wilson for the MVP, but she's beating Angel Reese for the Rookie of the Year. That's a wrap. That's over. And props to Angel Reese, who's had a good year, by the way.
Caitlin Clark just made WNBA history, and Angel Reese is furious. Every single voter picked Clark for Rookie of the Year. That's never happened before. But Reese says Clark doesn't deserve it. Why is she so mad? Let's break down this drama. While Clark basks in the glow of her unanimous win, Reese's reaction has set the basketball world ablaze. But is her frustration justified? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? You'd think everyone would be celebrating Clark's historic season, but not Angel Reese. She's not having any of it. Reese straight up said, "I don't think she deserves it." Can you believe that? This isn't just a little disappointment. We're talking full-on tantrum mode here. So what's got Reese so fired up? It's not just about Clark winning, it's about Clark winning unanimously. That's gotta sting, especially when you consider Reese's own impressive rookie season. Reese had a historic season of her own, setting a WNBA record with 15 consecutive double-doubles. She led the league in rebounds and was a defensive force. Those are some serious accomplishments.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star, and Angel Reese is to be completely believed that there's no hate. They both get along. They're cool with each other. They're high-end competitors, etc., etc. And you also are old enough to know that in this society, whether they want to admit it or not, they don't like seeing somebody black coming at somebody white who is a beloved star of theirs. But you've known they were coming for you when you were waving your hands in your face to mock Caitlin Clark when you were beating her for the national championship.
So you can see why she might feel a little overlooked. After the announcement, Reese took to social media writing, "Woke up again a very blessed girl, a very happy girl." Now that might sound positive, but let's read between the lines. It's like she's trying to put on a brave face while the basketball world is going crazy over Clark. This whole situation is stirring up a bigger conversation in the WNBA. It's not just about who's the better rookie anymore. It's about how we measure success in basketball. Is it all about individual stats, team performance, media attention? There's no easy answer, and that's what makes this drama so juicy.
Well, you knew they were going to come for you. You had to know that. Now, to the degree that they're doing so, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. You had a decisive advantage because they made the mistake of letting you know who they are, whoever those people are. That's not the case with all, it's not the case with most, but those who screech the loudest get the most attention sometimes. And that's what the worst of cynics and critics do.
You've got to wonder though, is Reese's reaction just sour grapes, or does she have a point? On one hand, Clark's numbers are off the charts. Multiple triple-doubles, leading the league in assists, breaking the rookie points record, to name a few. But on the other hand, Reese's accomplishments are nothing to sneeze at either. This rivalry between Clark and Reese isn't new. These two have been going at it since their college days. Remember that championship game where Reese was taunting Clark? That was just the beginning. Now it's spilled over into their pro careers, and it's only getting more intense. But it's not just about their on-court performance. This rivalry is dividing the entire league. You've got fans picking Team Clark or Team Reese. Other players are weighing in. It's like the WNBA suddenly turned into a reality show, and everyone's tuning in to see what happens next. But the drama might actually be good for the WNBA. Think about it. When was the last time you saw this much buzz around rookie players in women's basketball? People are talking, debating, taking sides. It's like the league just got an adrenaline shot of excitement.
Caitlin Clark became the first ever rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double twice in the same season. In that game, Clark scored her 103-point shot this season, becoming just the 6th woman. My WNBA Player of the Week, surprise, surprise, Indiana Fever rookie sensation, Caitlin Clark. It's nothing really to say other than that. She's winning Rookie of the Year. She's a top candidate for league MVP, honest.
But will it keep women's basketball mainstream? Some fans are all in on Clark's flashy style and record-breaking performances. They're saying she's the future of the league, but Reese's supporters aren't having it. They're pointing to her consistency and her impact on the game. It's like two different visions of what makes a great player are going head-to-head. But let's not forget, despite Reese's rebounding dominance, she came under fire for her poor shooting throughout the season. And it's not just the fans. Other players are getting involved too. Some veterans are worried that all this focus on Clark might overshadow other talented players. They're saying, hey, what about Reese? What about the rest of us? Some of the old school players are saying, basketball's a team sport, right? So why is everyone going crazy over just one player?
She's the first rookie to win WNBA Player of the Month since the award's inception in 2010, and last night it was no exception. They were sky high for Caitlin Clark and the Fever, but to start the season, they had a little bit of a rough go of it. They lost their first 5 games. They ended up 1-8 through their first 9 games, and during that first month, the playoffs, they didn't feel realistic at all. Indy entered the Olympic break 11-15 on the year, and then they really turned it around. They've won 7 of their 8 since. They clinched a playoff berth for the first time since 2016, which, by the way, was the last year of Hall of Famer and franchise icon Tamika Catchings.
They're worried all this focus on Clark might make people forget that there's a whole league of amazing athletes out there, and it's creating this tension that we've never seen before. The league's getting more attention, more viewers, more social media engagement. It's like Clark and Reese are accidentally becoming the best marketers the WNBA could ask for. Their rivalry is drawing eyes to the sport, and that could mean big things for the future of women's basketball. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Some people are worried that this rivalry might get too intense. They're saying it could turn ugly, maybe even hurt the league's image. Others are concerned that it might overshadow the actual game, turning the WNBA into more of a spectacle than a sport. So what's the WNBA to do? They're walking a tightrope here. On one hand, this rivalry is bringing in new fans and more attention. On the other hand, they don't want it to get out of control. They need to find a way to harness this energy without letting it take over the league. And let's not forget about Clark and Reese themselves. How are they handling all this attention? Clark seems to be taking it in stride, focusing on her game and letting her performance do the talking. Reese, well, she's not shy about speaking her mind. She's made it clear she thinks she deserves more recognition. Let's talk about the Clark effect. Caitlin Clark's making waves in the WNBA, but not everyone's riding high on this tide. Some say she's the best thing to happen to women's basketball in years. Others, they're worried she might be too much of a good thing. But Clark's not just winning games. She's winning over new fans left and right. The Indiana Fever haven't seen the playoffs since 2016, and Clark's got them back in the game. That's the kind of impact that turns heads and fills seats. But let's be real. Clark's popularity isn't just good for Clark, it's good for the whole WNBA. More fans means more money, more attention, more opportunities for everyone. It's like Clark's success is lifting all boats. One insider put it this way: this isn't just about one player or one season, it's about the potential for growth, for reaching new audiences, for taking the WNBA to new heights. That's the big picture right there. Clark might be the star of the moment, but her shine could light up the whole league for future generations. But here's the million-dollar question. How does the WNBA handle this? They've got this superstar rookie bringing in new fans and media attention like crazy, but they've also got a league full of talented players who deserve recognition too. The league needs to help promote the talent beyond Caitlin and Angel if they want lasting success. So what's the solution? Maybe it's about using Clark's popularity to shine a light on the whole league. Use her as a gateway to introduce fans to other great players. Show people that, yeah, Clark's amazing, but have you seen what Angel Reese or A'ja Wilson can do? Or check out this veteran player's incredible career stats. The WNBA's got a chance here to grow like never before, but they've got to play it smart. Use Clark's star power, but don't let it overshadow the league. Celebrate her achievements, but make sure other players get their moment in the sun too. It's a balancing act for sure, but if they get it right, we could be looking at a whole new era for women's basketball. More fans, more coverage, more opportunities for all players. That's the kind of win-win situation that could take the WNBA to the next level.